This is a trial that has been a long time coming, especially for victims and victims' families. Today, the judge ruling in favor of prosecutors who sought to allow survivors who are also testifying to be present in the courtroom throughout the trial. Robert Cremo III was back in a Lake County courtroom this morning for what was his last pretrial hearing. Judge Victoria Rossetti invoking the Illinois Crime Victims' Bill of Rights as she ruled in favor of allowing witnesses who were also victims of the July 4th massacre in Highland Park to be present even before their own testimony. Attorney Antonio Romanucci represents many of them in their civil lawsuits.
For them to be there and to have this cathartic experience of watching the whole trial was extremely important, and we're very grateful that the judge entered this motion and that they will be allowed to participate and sit in the trial.
Cremo is charged with 117 criminal counts of murder and attempted murder, accused of firing a rifle into a crowd at Highland Park's July 4th parade in 2022, killing 7 and injuring dozens of others. Prosecutors have said nearly all of the 48 survivors from that day plan to testify. Typically, witnesses are not allowed in the courtroom until after their own testimony is complete.
If you have someone take the stand eventually at a trial, a victim, and they've previously heard other testimony, at least arguably what they say may be affected by what they heard, maybe they'll fashion their testimony to correspond with what they heard before.
In this case, however, because prosecutors are expected to base their identification of Cremo as the shooter on surveillance video and the testimony of a former school resource officer who knew him, Judge Rossetti said, the court finds victim testimonies would not be materially affected by being in the courtroom while other victims testify. Jury selection gets underway Monday morning. The trial expected to run for at least 4 weeks.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.